Hello, this is Hiroshi Yamazoe. In this video, I will share my experiment with AI programs and the two unique and bizarre stories that resulted from the experiment. They were created in the hope that you will simply enjoy and laugh at the strangeness and ridiculousness of the stories created by AI programs. As you know, recently AI programs have evolved significantly. For example, there are image generation AIs such as Midjourney and Stable Diffusion, and an interactive chatting AI called ChatGPT. They are very high performance and have great potential for helping people's work. But at the same time, there are those who are concerned about AI because of the risk of it taking away people's jobs and taking away people's creativity and causing various other kinds of damage to people. But as I tested these AI programs, I noticed that the sentences and images they produced were often so bizarre and ridiculous. I felt that they can create bizarre things that humans could never imagine. So I found it interesting and focused on the bizarre creativity of AI rather than its practical use. And I came up with the idea of conducting an experiment. I thought that if I combined ChatGPT, which automatically generates excellent sentences, with Stable Diffusion, an image generation AI, and voice booking, a voice generation AI, it would be possible to create a video with illustrations and recitations of the bizarre and ridiculous stories generated by the AI. AI generates pictures and sentences based on a set of keywords called prompt. Prompt is the key to make AI to generate the pictures and sentences that we want, and in some cases, very complex and long prompt is necessary. I worked on the prompt through a lot of trial and error and experimentation to make the AI generate the most bizarre and absurd, ridiculous stories as possible. I generated a few tens of stories in the process, and the one I found the most bizarre and ridiculous was the one I posted as the video before this video. That's the ancient book Unlocking Human Potential. This short story is a mixture of many elements. The discovery of a secret ancient Greece practice using a pot and a spoon. Humanity goes through a very strange turn of events and comes to a heart-moving ending. So this story is the result of this experiment. I hope you enjoyed it. And as some bonus for this video, I present another two strange and unique AI-generated stories that came out from that experiment. And of course, those stories were also created in the hopes that you will simply laugh and enjoy at the bizarreness and absurdity of the stories created by the AI. So let's begin.
Story 1: Jiro's True Potential.
For years, Jiro had been a hikikomori, living in a cluttered apartment filled with stacks of comic books and video games. He spent most of his days holed up in his room, immersed in his own virtual worlds, avoiding any and all real-world interaction. One day, while browsing online forums dedicated to his favorite video game, Jiro stumbled upon a bizarre and ridiculous technique that promised to help him break out of his hikikomori lifestyle. The technique involved something called dancing like a chicken, which supposedly unlocked hidden energy and unleashed a person's true potential. Jiro was skeptical at first, but he was desperate for a change, so he decided to give it a try. He followed the instructions, flapping his arms like a chicken and bobbing his head in time with the music. At first, He felt ridiculous and embarrassed, but as he continued to dance, he felt something shift within him. His body felt lighter, and his mind felt clearer. He started to feel a sense of joy and freedom that he hadn't experienced in years. He danced like a chicken every day, sometimes for hours at a time, and he noticed that he was becoming more confident and self-assured. Slowly but surely, Jiro started to venture outside of his apartment. He started small, just walking around the block, but eventually, he worked up the courage to attend a local gaming convention. At the convention, Jiro met other people who shared his interests, and he realized that he wasn't as alone as he thought. He even entered a video game tournament and won first place, something he never would have even attempted before. The breakthrough may have been ridiculous and weird, but it had led Jiro out of his hikikomori lifestyle and into a world of possibilities. He still danced like a chicken from time to time, but now it was just for fun, not for treating himself. He doesn't need any treatment anymore.
Story 2, Kazuo and Pizza-izer. Kazuo had been a hikikomori for almost 5 years. He spent his days locked inside his small apartment, with only his computer for company. He had no job, no friends, and no desire to leave his self-imposed exile. But one day, Kazuo stumbled upon a strange website. It was full of bizarre videos and images that made him laugh out loud. He couldn't stop watching them, and soon he found himself spending hours on the site every day. As he delved deeper into the website, Kazuo discovered something incredible. The site was run by a group of eccentric inventors who were creating the most absurd and hilarious inventions he had ever seen. From a toaster that could dance to a hat that could turn invisible, their creations were both unique and funny. Kazuo became obsessed with the inventors and their creations. He spent hours researching them online and watching their videos. And then, one day, he had an idea. What if he could create something just as ridiculous and amusing? For weeks, Kazuo worked tirelessly on his invention. He tinkered with wires and gadgets, staying up late into the night and surviving on nothing but instant noodles and energy drinks. Finally, he had it, his very own invention. Kazuo's invention was a machine that could make any food taste like pizza. He called it the Pizza-izer. At first, he was skeptical that anyone would find it useful or interesting, but he decided to share it with the world anyway. To his surprise, the Pizza-izer went viral almost immediately. People all over the world were sharing videos of themselves using the machine, and Kazuo became an overnight sensation. He was interviewed on TV shows and podcasts, and his invention was even featured in magazines. As Kazuo's fame grew, so did his confidence. He began to venture outside his apartment, meeting with fans and other inventors. He even started to collaborate with some of them on new inventions. Before he knew it, Kazuo's life had completely transformed. He was no longer the reclusive hikikomori he had been for so long. He had a purpose, a passion, and a community of people who supported him. And it was all thanks to a strange website, a bunch of weird inventors, and a machine that made everything taste like pizza.
So this time I shared about my experiment with AI programs and the 2 new, unique and absurd stories that resulted from these experiments. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will continue to post various kinds of videos. If you are interested, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.